Alright, so I just wanted to do a little video on easy two-man read cover 3 beater. It's also a cover 1 beater, so I'll go over both of those. But I think it's really important to have as many different plays as you can in your playbook to attack all sorts of different coverages. So this is one I really like for cover 3 and cover 1. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have your fastest receiver in this spot right here. So I'm actually going to take AJ Brown and move him over here, and I'll kind of tell you why. So if you're an Eagles user, that's another little trick you can use. But you want your fastest receiver right there, and really, I mean, anyone who's good at Madden knows speed is more important than overall, at least for the most part, right? So Quez Watkins, 97 speed, you want him right here for this formation and play. So the formation is gun tight, the play is drive corner, and we're just going to set up the defense on a base cover 3. Okay, so depending on who you're playing, they might try and disguise this coverage. Either way, post snap, you're still going to be able to tell what the coverage is. But let's say that they aren't disguising their coverage and they're just running with a single high safety. There's only going to be really 2 coverages that they can run: cover 3 and cover 1. They could be trying to disguise it and hide in the cover 2, but for the most part, this is what it's going to be: either cover 3 or cover 1. And so pre-snap, they look really similar. So I'll show you right now. This is cover 3. We look pre-snap. We audible to cover 1. You know, if they came out like this, the look's really similar. It might be a little bit tighter, but it's really similar. And you know, if a team's making adjustments and pressing and doing different things, there's not really any way for you to know, you know, what the coverage is. A lot of guys will do this. So they'll base align with them. They'll press. But you can't really tell what the coverage is pre-snap super well. If they are trying to disguise it or whatever, or single high safety, it still could be cover 3 or cover 1. But post-snap's really what's going to give away the play. So our read here is this corner on the, so number 21. That he's going to be a read guy. So depending on what he does, will determine what we do. So if he's pressed or if he's off, it doesn't really matter. We're just going to return back to how we had it though. But we're going to read him, and if he drops back to cover the corner out, we know it's cover 3 right away. If he stays, you know, basically about that 5-yard mark, we know it's cover 1. So there's a couple different things we can do to set up this play. First, I'm going to look at the left side, and this is my 2-man cover read. This is the main read of the play, and it's really good because of this X route right here. It just gets really open against cover 3. So even though this guy right here, if we audible back to cover 3, so even though this outside backer right here, move over to him. So this guy right here, King, he's supposed to take the curl flat. Even if we put him in and underneath, he's taking the flat, whatever. He's supposed to take out there. But this route does so well at getting open against cover 3 that really he has no chance to guard. So if we just look, I mean, he's out there, but as long as we know how to free-form pass, we're going to complete this pass 99% of the time. So that's just the first look against cover 3. We're reading that corner, so if we watch this play again, we look at the corner, he's dropping back right away. We know it's cover 3, we can hit this route, and I mean, you're picking up 10 yards every single time. So the next thing would be to, a lot of times a team will, or a user will start to recognize that his guy's getting beat there, and he'll user this guy, right? So he'll user him, he might bring him out here, whatever. but he's going to find a way to basically try and stop this out route. So if we run the same thing, but we've got this guy out here, I mean, it's a little bit harder to get that throw, right? He realistically should make a stop on this play. So we don't want this to be our only option on this play. It's just that little short out route. So I like to have an option on the backside, and there's a couple different ways you can do this. I really like the Eagles because of A.J. Brown's hot route ability. Kind of sets up a cover 3 read to the backside. So if I know the corner's usering, and he's out there, and a lot of times you won't have, a lot of times the team will have a formation or whatever where, like I said, they're more, either more like this. It's a too high safety look, right? So this safety on the right side is in the flats, and he's not really getting to the flat super quick. So it's good to have both sides. So you can kind of identify the nickel corner, and you know you kind of want to go away from that side. So I could even flip the play, and if a user's not going to adjust, then this play is going to get open, you know, super quickly to this side. If I can throw the ball, and we're picking up, you know, 4 or 5 yards on this route right here. Or if I know that the user's going to use on the other side, whatever, then I can have a backup option on this side. So for the Eagles, because of A.J. Brown's hot route ability, or if you're the Chiefs, whatever, I can set this corner out. So then I've got another read, hit this guy in the flat, or if that corner, or if that backer drops to the flat, I can hit the corner out. A is my clear out. So those are kind of the reads for cover 3. Again, you're going to want to have a bunch of different plays that you can run against cover 3 because they're, you know, users are good in this game. Guys are smart. They're not going to let you beat them with the same play over and over again. They're going to make an adjustment where they bring this guy out more. They're going to stop that route. Whatever it is, they're going to commit guys to the flat harder to jump on those shorter routes. So you got to be able to find a way to beat that. So another thing I like to do with this is either run B on a go on this route, and that same stock thing. So if they're taking that short out route, then, you know, potentially I can make a play here. That was a really bad read, really bad throw. But potentially I can make a play on that corner route if it opens up, because the corner is going to be dropping pretty deep. Or like I said, I'm attacking on that backside. So that's the cover read side of things. The cover 1, so a lot of times when I have played this, if there's guys that aren't super good at making adjustments and they don't really know how to stop it, which again, there's always going to be a way to stop a play. So the trick isn't, oh, can I run the same play over and over again and find out how to just make it work against everything. That's not really the idea of football. If you're doing that and you're successful at that, great for you, but that's just bad football. And I'm honestly, like, my biggest thing with Madden, my biggest struggle is that I'm a coach. I coach a lot of football, so I come at it from a coaching perspective. And, you know, I'll lose games against guys that just run the same play over and over again. And it's frustrating because, you know, in real football, that's not going to happen. But in Madden, it does. So, you know, if you're that kind of guy where, like, you're relying on one play, that's great if you got it down. For me, I got to rely on more. I can't just stick to one play. I got to have a few more options in my bag. And so this is just one play that I like. If I'm getting adjusted on it, it's not working, then I got to be able to find a different way to go.